Yummy place. Yum, the fried onions on it. Onions on it. Mmm. Mmm. So good. Mmm. Mmm. So good.
Is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video.
Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day today. What is it? Wednesday, hump day. Hope your week is going well. We're expecting a lot of rain here in California. What is it called? Bomb cyclone this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. We need the rain, though. It's kind of been dry around here. Anyways, Chantal has posted a video I guess apparently discussing the topic of UFOs, one of my favorite topics. I'm like a sci-fi buff, especially when it comes to the UFO topic, right down my alley. So let's hear what she has to say about the subject.
Photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And
really, and if you're into the UFO stuff, Congress didn't drop any bombshells in this hearing. I believe this is the second hearing that they've had. No news in it. It's the same old crap. It's clickbait. I guess the only new news, but everybody knew they have crashed UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them now. They've had alien bodies apparently captured. I don't know. It's the same information that anybody that's involved in the subject already knows about. So no new news at all.
Animafi. Hello, guys. Oh.
Hello, guys.
Never mind. Okay, hello. I'm ready. It's ready.
Sound like the scale.
I have some chicken biryani. And it's from a place that will not upset my belly. The last time I had biryani, I got it from like a really cheap place.
When's the last time that your belly's been upset? It seems like it's been quite a while, Chantal. And even if it's upset, you still continue to eat. So that makes no sense.
Really cheap. Too good to be true cheap. And I paid for it, trust me. But this is from an expensive, yummy place. Yum, the fried onions on it. Okay, let's get this unpacked.
What the heck was that?
Was
that a little Tourette's episode right there? What was that? Why did she scream like that? That was weird. I don't know.
Probably potato broth.
Might want to go to the doctor.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Yummy. All of the biryani stuff is underneath.
That's a lot of rice. That's enough.
So biryani is like an Indian.
That's enough food for like 4 or 5 people. Are you kidding? And you're just going to sit there and eat it all. Okay.
Food, so there's like Indian spices on this chicken.
And just dig your hands in there.
But whatever. Oh, thigh and breast. I tried to do a thumbnail, but I always fail at those.
I'm gonna say a positive comment today for you, Chantal. I actually like that color hijab on you, and the makeup actually looks nice when it's a little bit toned down. That rose eyeshadow that you've been using, when you have it like this, where it's barely that much, it actually looks flattering on you. So, yeah, you look nice today, Chantal.
All right, I have a Coke Zero. Chicken biryani, potato broth, and some greens. I haven't had this in a while, huh? At least on camera. Actually, I haven't really had it in a while either. Let me see. Off camera, this place. Put some lemon on the greens, makes them a bit less bitter. And we're gonna have diet Coca-Cola. Coke Zero, I should say.
Man, I wish I had a Coca-Cola right now. I'm like, I can't buy Coke. If I have a case of Coca-Cola in my house, I will probably drink it all. So that's why I try not to buy it. We get it like on like special occasions like holidays or whatever, but yeah, no. I will drink it all.
We have, I think this is like mabuch. It smells good. It smells like coriander, like cilantro. We have this spicy mabuch. This is the mabuch. Okay. Crushed peppers and garlic. And I already said bismillah, so let's try this biryani chicken with
Are we going to talk
rice.
about UFOs?
Beauty bite. You can put the broth on the rice.
Fascinating. Broth on rice. I never knew that.
Salah's eating mansaf with laham, with meat, with mutton meat. So I'll show you guys what his meal looks like. It's his favorite. So yeah.
Oh my, that looks horrifying. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not a fan of the mutton. That's an acquired taste. But that just, no thank you. No. That looks like just, did they literally just boil that meat? No. No thanks. Yuck. Why is he shaking it? Ew. Get out of here.
He's happy to be eating that today.
Why? Because you don't cook?
So good. I love these fried onions.
You love everything. What is this? I thought we were going to have a discussion. Hello?
The chicken is so tender.
You know what? My suggestion for you, Chantal, is that you invest in a book called the Thesaurus, where you can look up words. So, like tender, for example, it'll have other words that mean the same thing, so that you can expand your vocabulary. Because as far as you being like a food critic or describing what you're eating, since you're like technically Foodie Beauty, a food channel, yeah, you need a better vocabulary. You use the same words every time, and they're non-descriptive. Like they're just, yeah, get a thesaurus.
Okay. I recently heard about this. Somebody in the comments in my chat last night during my live stream said that apparently there was a UFO sighting off the coast of Kuwait. So I looked it up, and sure enough, there is a report from U.S. Congress.
What?
The U.S. It was actually reported from the U.S. Defense team.
No, it wasn't. You're confusing the two. I believe there was a sighting a few days ago, off the coast there, but the Congress wasn't meeting because of the UFO off the coast of Kuwait. No, it was a meeting with Elizondo, I believe his name is. Yeah, no, you're wrong. Get out of here.
Like national defense. There's a lot of U.S. military stations in Kuwait.
Duh.
I don't know the history of that, but I'm guessing since the Gulf War.
Ding, ding, ding.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have looked it up, but I didn't.
How do you not know the history of that? That blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind that you've been there for 2 years. And I mean, the least you could do, I understand that, the whole cosplay thing, that's what it seems like to a lot of people as far as the religious aspect of it. But you've been there for 2 years. At least you could do is research the history of Kuwait and how Kuwait was saved by the United States and its allies. At least you could do that, Chantal. That country wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the United States at this time.
So,
It'd be under
forgive me, but look how
another
the chicken
country's
just falls right
control.
off. I'm very picky about thigh meat, but this one is like always so well cooked from this place. Like,
I thought we were talking about
it just
UFOs.
falls right off. There's no like gross fatty stuff, you know. Okay, so
Take another bite. Take another bite. There you go. Get to the subject, please.
what was reported and talked about in Congress?
Many things.
And they talked about this in Congress, like what? They actually identified it as not a UFO, it was
UAP.
an unidentified anomalous phenomena. Anomalous means like against the norm, like against science, basically, like abnormal in a sense. So basically,
She doesn't know what she's talking about right
they
now.
identified it as a UAP. But there's apparently a 13-minute video of this white orb, like unidentified object, and then there's a second orb that comes into frame. I'm gonna try to find the video.
Her hand was filthy. Did you see that? I see it. That looks like a rocket. Right there, that's a rocket. That looks like, what is this? Right here, I guess, is what he's describing. That looks actually like a rocket going into orbit. And this is this what he's pointing to? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I mean, it could be a star. I don't know what he's pointing to exactly. The other one's moving, so I don't know. Yeah, he's point. I think that's a rocket.
Or some images to show you in this video.
I'm saying that because when SpaceX launches from Vandenberg Air Force Base here, it's like near Santa Barbara, Southern California. I can see the rockets when they go off from upstairs in my house, and that's what rockets tend to look like when they're shooting off. So I don't know if that was a UFO. Just my opinion.
The greens with lemon are so good. Oh, another piece of chicken. But like, that's freaky. I did see the video.
I mean, I've seen better.
What is this?
And in fact, there's a real good documentary series right now on Netflix about UFOs. I don't know how many episodes it is, but it's actually really good. And there's one episode in there where they talk about here in Southern California, Catalina Island and Santa Barbara Island. There's like different islands offshore here where a lot of people believe that there's an underwater UFO base. And in the episode, somebody on a boat was out there, and they actually had cameras on the outside of their boat at nighttime while they were sleeping, and they were able to capture one of these white orbs, and you tend to see those around here sometimes at nighttime, literally drop from the sky down and then go underwater, and you can actually see the light under the water. It's really cool video if you see it. But if you live in Southern California and you're into the whole UFO UAP thing, yeah, people have a lot of sightings around here, so it's not unusual to see something like that.
Some kind of vegetable. Unidentified
I
vegetable.
have some stories, but like that's the thing. You know what's funny about this is like a lot of times I come on here to give a reaction to Chantal, and some of the subject matter that she talks about, like, I can relate to. I don't want to seem like that person. Oh, that happened to me too. But it kind of seems like that, but it's not. I have stories myself, and so do my kids, about like things that we've seen in the sky. Like I said, it's a common thing around here in Southern California to see these glowing orbs or things in the sky. It's not unusual.
Of unidentified objects. Man, the food has so many like different spices and flavors. That's what I love about it. I'm gonna have to get dirty here, guys.
What do you mean?
Oh,
You're
the breast
dirty.
just,
Look
like,
at your
falls
hand.
off. It's so good.
It's so good. That's for the feeder. For the feeder.
I love this place.
Do you ever notice when she says things like that or just a noise like that, she looks at the camera and then she like kind of bats her eyes? 100%. This is for a paying client. I guarantee it. I wonder if Salah, you know what? Sorry to pause again. I wonder if Salah, because he seems like an idiot, so I don't know, if he's aware that she's doing that, and is he even aware of that whole feeder dynamic where there's people literally probably slapping their meat to Chantal eating and paying her for it? I wonder if he even knows that. Would he approve of that, Chantal?
So that is kind of creepy. Apparently, like, Kuwait has a history of UFO sightings
They
since like
do.
the 70s, from what I saw
I think probably
online.
even before that.
And that's just like interesting. I never knew that.
Look into it. Actually, you're in a very history rich area of the world, especially when it comes to like Mesopotamia, that whole time period. Then you get into like the Anunnaki and things like that. You're like I can't believe you don't know the history of that area. You're so lucky in a way to be in that part of the world to explore a lot of these ancient sites that probably will eventually be destroyed due to a war. You should be doing things like that, Chantal, not like stuff in your face. But yeah, that yeah, no,
I'd be
that's the end of
interested
the
to
comment.
know which
Unbelievable.
area of the world has the most UFO sightings. Probably the US, huh? I don't know. But if it is the US, is it not interesting that it was a report from the US Defense that this sighting came about? I don't know. There's something weird going on. People think that Kuwait has so many UFO sightings.
There were multiple reports that came out of the DoD as far as sightings of UFOs, Chantal. That wasn't the only one.
Since, like, you know, because of the different wars it's been involved in, the Iran-Iraq war, also the Gulf War.
That's another thing. A lot of people, there's stories, like if you look it up, I don't know if it's true, maybe conspiracy theory, I don't know, that before the Iraq war began, that the tomb of Gilgamesh was discovered, and the United States went in there, started the war, and then they like raided the tomb. This is a conspiracy theory. I don't know. Some people say they retrieved like a Stargate and all this other kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know if it's true, but it's a cool conspiracy theory. If it's true. Not only that, in Afghanistan, look up the Kandahar giant. That's another story that's kind of cool. If it's a conspiracy theory, I don't know. There's actually military people that have done videos on it that say the story is completely true. That's a scary story. I suggest you guys look that one up. Chantal, why don't you're in this area with all these cool stories? Why don't you talk about this stuff? Come on. I find this interesting if you actually talk about it. Are you even going to talk about it, or are you just going to eat? Come on. What is this? Are we going to talk? What is this?
Very interesting.
You haven't said anything.
I mean, what could it be? Doesn't look like a plane
It looks like a rocket.
at all. They give you so much chicken. Oh my gosh. Chicken wing. But thank you to whoever pointed that out, because I wouldn't have probably known about that.
What?
I don't really pay attention to the news. I probably should pay more attention to the news.
Yeah,
but
you should. Excuse me. You should actually pay attention to the news because World War III is probably going to happen within the next few months. So yeah, you should pay attention to the news. Idiot.
I think I hate the news because it reminds me of, like, early morning school days.
That's all you talk
Because when I
about,
used to
though.
be, going to school, growing up, and I was super tired. In elementary, I used to take the bus, and the bus driver would always be listening to like the low droning like morning news, and it just reminded me of like being super tired on the bus and not wanting to be there.
I love the news.
In high school, my mom would take me and would listen to the news on the radio, or my best friend's dad would take us, and he would listen to the news full blast. And if we were talking over the news, girls, quiet down, will ya? I'm listening to the news.
But I mean, Chantal, if you don't watch the news, how do you stay informed on world activities? I mean, that could be dangerous for you, dangerous for your family, just dangerous for the world in general, or just, the planet and just things, just being a good citizen. Watch the news. I'm not saying watch it 24/7, but you should at least, considering the area that you are located in right now, you should be watching the news every day, Chantal. Wow. Or at least reading something.
So I think subconsciously I hold a grudge.
Wow, that's great.
But I do need to stay up to date on certain things. I think it would be
Yeah.
good. This food is fire.
How do you have conversations with people if you don't watch the news or world politics, or even reading? I mean, even at least read a magazine, the newspaper. I don't even know if that really exists anymore. But I mean, what are you talking about with people? Because it's not like you have kids, so you have like kids stories to tell. You don't really, it doesn't seem like you hang out with your fake husband. So, and I mean, if you do hang out with him, he's playing his Casio, or you guys are watching some stupid horror flick. So, I mean, what do you talk about, Chantal? Food and yourself. There you go. This is one of the worst videos I've seen. Like, she literally didn't talk about UFOs at all.
So yeah, I found that interesting. I just wanted to share with you guys.
What did you find interesting about it?
Kind of creepy. Oh, yum. Look at this big hunk
What
of
did
chicken.
what did you find interesting about it? You just found it creepy and scary? That's it? I mean, way to go.
Yummy. I think I'm gonna save the rest.
Sure.
There's a lot of leftovers, so. But
She's doing that because of YouTube guidelines.
yeah, I thank you guys for watching and listening. Let me know if you've heard of this story. It's kind of creepy, but I hope I can find the video for you guys. I know it's online everywhere, so if I can like screen record or download it, a version of it, so I can show you. But like, it was so eerie to see like a U.S. politician in like Congress talking about like UFO sighting. But the fact that there's always military involved in it makes me suspicious that it's something military and not, supernatural or an alien from outer space. I don't know. Anyways,
I don't know. There's a theory about it, that the aliens that people describe are actually humans, that over a time period, evolution or whatever, that's how humans have changed, due to, I guess, climate on the earth, whatever, and that they are traveling back in time. So that's why, people are being used as guinea pigs, or the cattle are being mutilated, things like that. That's a theory about it. I don't know. Who knows? But the military is involved because they retrieve the crashed UFOs and take the technology. Where do you think your iPhone and stealth technology comes from, Chantal? You think humans thought of all of that? I don't think so.
yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I just wanted to share my dinner with you and have a chit chat. My favorite thing to do. Chit chat over some good food. I love it. And I miss going out with my friends in Canada for
What?
dinner. Like I said, we
When?
used to go for dinner like 2-3 times a
That's
week.
a lie.
Me and my friends. So Yeah.
What do you mean, me and my friends? Get the hell out of here. What? You never used to go out with your friends. What friends? Pete's? You rarely took him out. He was always in his room eating frozen dinners. Get out of
Um,
here.
but yeah, I have some people here now that I can hang out with if I need to, if I want to,
If
if
I
they want
need
to,
to.
whenever we want to. So that's
Wow.
good. Get back, into the habit of that
You gave yourself away with that one, Chantal.
with some people here. So, anyways, I'll see you.
Okay, so that's the end of that. Man, I was excited because I thought she was going to talk about UFOs, but she didn't. I have some UFO stories. Let me think. Where's a short one that I could tell? The orbs. I've seen those before. My kids have seen them. The white ones, they don't make a sound if you do see them. They're bright, almost like the sun, but it doesn't hurt your eyes to look at them when they fly by, and they're very smooth in movement when they move. I know I'm not crazy because I had people with me when this happened. This was years ago, probably like in maybe like 2001, something like that. And then another thing I'll comment before I let this video go. I think I was born like in a cool period of time, or anybody born in the 70s, to see the evolution of technology over a period of time. It's just amazing, and I just find it extremely odd that there was such a jump in technology between this time period. There has to be a reason for it. Could it be the crashed UFOs? I don't know. But I don't know. Hopefully they will have disclosure soon, and release all the files. Time will only tell. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.